What's up, party members? Just Party 8 here. Welcome back for more Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we killed some more spiders, and we got 4 out of the 5 frogs for Donjuro. And in this episode, we're gonna do one last side quest and then finally head towards the 3rd dungeon. I know, it's been like 4 episodes. Like, I don't know how much episode actually. So, the next side quest is in Ikana Graveyard, because we visited Ikana Graveyard on the last day. And we didn't do that on the first day, and there are actually some differences between the first and the last day, of course. And I didn't get hit. Thank you, Epona, for being the most powerful horse in existence. And yeah, it has to be nighttime, by the way, in order to do the side quests. Wait, let's get our captain's hat ready. Captain hat. Kind of reminds me of Animal Crossing. So avoid this blue bubble, thank you. As you can see, they're guarding a different grave on the first day. First day was, I believe, that one. But now it's over here. So let's talk to them, using the captain's hat, of course. Huh? Ah, Captain Sir, excuse me, sir. Everybody get your attention! I see you in some time, Captain Sir. Order, sir, I'll be guarding these graves closely. I have all been expecting your next order, sir. Open the grave. Open it? Yes, sir. I'm gonna say, I didn't say this last time, but these are the strongest bones in existence if they can break through stone. Video game logic. Alright, so now we can go inside this grave. Alright, now there are rupees over there which you can glitch to on the first day, but you might as well wait for the second day, I believe. You can go over there. And I don't want to do glitches. I want to do a glitch-free run. And here there are a bunch of... Wait, let's get our bombs. And I don't have any bombs. Looks like I have to do the old-fashioned way. Here we have a bunch of... These are called keys, I believe. Or, oh no, just Bat-Bass. Okay. Alright, let's just spin attack to victory. Because if you defeat all of them, you get a special prize. You have a bunch of hearts, so this shouldn't be too bad. Well, if you have done all the side quests, of course. There we go. And that's all of them. And right to the treasure chest. I'm like speedrunning this for some reason. But I'm very bad at speedruns, by the way. And we get the purple rupee, and that looks really funny with the captain's hat. Alright, so let's scan. Let's see what's in here. Nothing? Okay, let's see what's up here. Before going forwards. Nothing? Okay. Alright, so what you're supposed to do right here is not do that, not have a glitchy camera, but have the fire arrows. Alright, light up these full... I actually forgot what these are called in English. Light all of them up. And did you see that? Those gate thingies that went over... Okay, that was kind of weird. And 64 graphics. And here we're gonna meet a new enemy. And this thing, which is an Iron Knuckle. I actually know this name by now. I forgot what it's... I think it was the same from Wind Waker. I don't know. Anyway, this guy holds possibly the most powerful weapon in this entire game. Does that mean that it's a hard thingy? No, it's pretty easy to avoid. It's very slow. The more armor he loses, the faster he moves, of course. And I dodged that for some reason. Oh god, that was close. And how did I miss that? And okay, that was entirely my fault. And there we go. Do a few jumping attacks and then it's dead. Let the main course begin! Okay, not really. Kind of as Mario Bros. 3. Are you the new? Are you the one who freed my soul? Looks like an Assassin's Creed weapon right there. Instead of the Ikana royal family, I'm the composer called Flat. That's a sad name. Songs connected to the royal family that remains here were all composed by my brother and I. Oh, Sharp, my dear brother. You have the coolest mustache ever. He sold his soul to the devil and was the one who knocked me in here. Devil? In a Nintendo game? Okay, sorry. You would not fear the dead. Learn more of the song that is in script that's behind me. If you ever meet my brother, I'd like you to inform him. 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song are my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. I have made my requests. And its soul disappears. Yes, we're about to learn a new song, which is a very familiar song and a fan favorite as well. Sorry for coughing on the mic. I'm bringing some in tears and the stories. I'm gonna meet a new song. Just like I said, a fan favorite. The Song of Storms. Some people consider this song their favorite out of all the Ocarina songs. Personally, I think the Song of Healing is a little bit better. But this also a good song, you know. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this part. So now we can finally head towards the next dungeon. I know. I just really wanted to do the third dungeon on the first day because the next dungeon is probably going to be the hardest dungeon in this entire game. Because it involves water, and you know how everyone loves water dungeons in Zelda games. Alright, so that's all we can do for Ikana right now. In Ikana, yeah. So let's finally head towards the third dungeon. So let's teleport to Zora Cape. Alright, let's get some hearts and some... Let's get a fairy in the bottle, why not? Actually, let's do it right here. Oh, I'm wearing it. And get back here. No, 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 no. Get it anyway. Yeah. Actually, I didn't explain what the fairies do. I think I did in the first dungeon, but I'm gonna say it again. Fairies, if you die, you will come back to life if you have a fairy in a bottle. So yeah. Let's get the Zora mask right off the bat because guess what? We're gonna use it a lot in the next dungeon, and we're gonna need to use it right now. And I missed some bombs, but that's okay. All right, so let's turn to Zora. And I actually wrote down the song once again because I have a bad memory. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. Way passing over. And here comes our favorite turtle once again. Actually, I don't know if a lot of people like this character. I like this turtle though. The open seas of Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly climb onto my back. So we get the abridged version of this, which actually can also happen in the other dungeons. Alright, let's get our hook shots. And let's climb onto them. Even though we're not Zora anymore, he still recognizes us. And he has Degu nuts on this tree, which is pretty cool. And let's go. Surf away. And they're spazzing out. Lol. I think the cutscene is slightly different in the 3DS remake of that. Anyway, welcome to the third dungeon of the game. Great Big Temple. Now, I'm gonna be quiet because this is probably my second favorite dungeon song in this entire game. It sounds so mysterious. A lot of people don't really care for this song. I love it. It sounds so ominous. Anyway, Great Bay Temple, like I said, a lot of people not the biggest fan of this dungeon. And I gotta say right now, this is definitely a much harder water temple. I guess the water temple in Ocarina of Time wasn't really difficult, it was just very tedious. Yes, one is tedious, and it is actually really difficult. Does that mean that it's a bad dungeon? No. This is a very well thought out dungeon. And definitely one of my favorite out of all the water type temples. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. And we got bombs back, that's good. And that being said, I think this is a very underrated dungeon. I don't hear many people talk about this one. Maybe because they don't have the patience to go for this entire game, even though this game is not the longest Zelda game in history. It is a long Zelda game, but it's not the longest. Anyway, just like always, light up all the thingies to get a special prize. And that was a miss. There we go. Light everything up, and right in front of the turtle. Got a treasure box, and you know this is a dungeon, so you know what this means. We get our first stray fairy. Oh god, this is definitely not going to be easy. Wow, that's a huge water wheel. No duh. Please don't turn into Navi Tattle, please. Alright, so the next stray fairy is down here. You can also dive, but you can also just dive as a Zora. You can do that with normal Link, but Zora is pretty much easy mode. Alright, get up here on this side. Go all the way up. And that was brilliant. I don't know why Skull Splits are a lot more threatening in this game. Alright, let's get normal arrows, I guess. There we go. And as you can hear, it holds a stray fairy. So we are going up to our third one. This is also a very... No, let's not do that. It's also a really... This dungeon is also really long. This is one of the main reasons why I want to do this on the first day, because it's actually a very long dungeon compared to the other two. And get back here. You're supposed to come towards me. Get over here! There we go. That was very strange. And whoa, that was kind of cool. Alright, before saying anything else, let's see. I want to show you something, which is a very useful hint if you want to beat this dungeon very easily. And I keep getting hit by this stupid Skulltulus. Yes, let's see this over here. You see these pipes over here that are flowing water, there are water flowing through them. And there's a pipe over there that is not holding any water. Is that, as you can see down here, there's a thing that you need to pull, and there's the water is not over here. The main thing for this dungeon is you need to follow the pipes, and all the pipes need to be filled with water. That is the main thing of this dungeon. And all the water needs to go to the center room. I'm gonna show you an example right here. In the center room of the dungeon, by the way, which we're not in the center room just yet. Anyway, this is what I mean by doing this, and then it will stop. It is tedious, but it's not extremely tedious. Alright, let's see. Let's change it back. I just want to show this off. This also kind of reminds me of Bioshock for some reason. I actually... No, Bioshock did not come out before Majora's Mask. What the hell am I thinking? Alright, so let's change to Zora so we can push this or pull this. Let's actually push this. Alright, grab it. Thank you. Let's go the other way. Alright, there we go. And the first water is going. Now we can jump to the other side. I can definitely tell that I like this dungeon a little bit more than the Water Temple, because the Water Temple was just kind of tedious. I'd love the Water Temple's music, but I like this design of this dungeon a lot more. Also, that's supposed to be like an old water factory, and how did you miss that? Let's not be the Zora anymore. Let's actually do this. There we go. No. Actually, let's actually be in the water. Alright, wait for the platform. I'm an impatient bastard. If you can. What the hell? There we go. I'm an impatient bastard. There we go. And oh, you've got to be. We're off to a great start for this dungeon. And, oh my God, Link, please. This is what I get for not uploading 3 days per week. There we go. We don't want to do that again. Okay, good. We'll worry about that red thing later on. Now let's go over here to the main room, I believe. Yep. Oh my God, that huge water wheel is for powering this thing. Like I said, you need to make sure all the water is going towards the center of this room. That is the main thing of this dungeon. And this looks really cool, even for an N64 game. But now that we reached the center room, I think it's good enough to end this episode off. I know it's kind of a weird place to end, but hey, this is going to be a long dungeon, so yeah. So I guess I'm going to say next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we'll be continuing Great Bay Temple. See you guys next time.